The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the May 17th, the magical, marvelous, magnificent Monday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. And let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, well, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we'll go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, well, we've got you covered there too. Go ahead, send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Send it early, and please, in that subject heading, put radio show question, of course, in our Tigers Den. Well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on magical, magnificent, marvelous Monday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to last show. Right now, all the U.S. indices trading to the downside. Nothing significant. We'll take a look at those. The Dow's off 111, S&P 22, NASDAQ 100, 151, Russell's off 8, semis 52, Trendies are off 40. Gold is up $30, silver 95 cents, light sweet crude 93 pennies, natural gas is up nearly 19 cents. Leading the charge dollar-wise, the upside, you got Amazon $24, Dillard's $23, Shopify 11, Children's Place is up nearly $11, $12. And to the downside is Booking Holdings, $57, 2.5%. MicroStrategy, $47, 9%. Charter Communication down $29, 4%. Azimil Holdings off $20. Intuitive Brain Salad Surgery down $18. There's plenty to look at. Of course, I want to look at what you want to look at. So where do we want to begin? Let's go begin with Goldilocks. Let's do that. So if we take a look at gold, let's come take a look at several charts out here. So let's begin. Where are we going to begin? First, let's just take a look at how gold is trading in all of the major currencies. You got trade in the very left-hand panel. I'll pull this back a bit. That's gold in U.S. dollars out here. You can see, and I've got an A to B equals C. There's a couple different A to B equals CD patterns you can put in here. The next resistance area for gold is going to be the swing point, probably from back here around January of 2021. And as far as where that price is at, around the 1878, 1880 is what we'll call it. If you take a look at gold price in euros, you can see it's probably headed up to this descending trend line out here. But gold priced in all these currencies, trading the upside, that's what a bull market is. Let's go take a look at where gold is targeting. If we take a look, well, it's not on this chart here that I wanted to look at. It's this next chart, I believe. There we go. So now we're taking a look at the daily in the upper left-hand panel, the weekly in the upper right-hand panel, the monthly in the lower left, and the quarterly in the lower right. Let's start with the daily time frame chart. The daily time frame chart, this is the probable A to B equals CD pattern that's in play right now. You can see price targeting the 1-to-1 1875 level. It does not mean price stops there. In these A to B equals CD patterns, they should continue until you see a bearish reversal candle. That would create the sell the D point, or in this case here, it could be a Gartley sell pattern. Now, are we calling that? Heavens to Betsy, no. Why? Because we need the market to show us that candlestick. So in lieu of a bearish reversal candle, 1875 is stop number one, or target number one. Really, 1908 is target number two. 1949 would be target number three. If we take a look at the weekly time frame chart, we're going to see that resistance is just overhead. Just overhead is 1881. So another $13 higher than where price is trading right now. If you look at the monthly time frame, price is running right into a potential resistance area, the top of that profile, which is priced at 1860. And then you've got the old quarterly. So what has gold been doing if we go back all the way to 2010? It has been in this sideways consolidation. For those of you who may remember, we had gold in a consolidation pattern on the daily chart, daily time frame. Price broke through that, and it went ahead and it completed that measured move. Well, we've got that same type of picture in play. Longer term, we're not there yet, but if gold, or when gold does break through that consolidation, what that's going to give you longer term is a measured move up to the 3,000-ish area out here. We're not there. The important thing to take from this chart is we are approaching potential resistance levels. Now let's switch from this chart. I'm going to try to do this without closing out the entire system like I did a couple of times on Friday out here. See if I can get any better at this. We're going to go take a look at our 8-paneled multi-time frame chart. When we take a look at the monthly on the upper left out here, you're going to see that gold is running into its oscillator and change line, another potential resistance point. On the weekly time frame chart, this is going to become bar number 8, or should become bar number 8 of a TD9 count. What you and I know is TD9 counts can top on bars 8, 9, or the bar following 9. So that could be any time over the course of the next 3 weeks. What we also know is 1881 is a significant resistance level. That is the breakdown area for the weekly time frame. On a daily chart out here, this daily chart, there is no topping signal. We already know there's an A to B equals CD pattern. There's no TD9 counter. There's no Chapman wave, 7th wave move. There's nothing like that out here. There's no Rhodes momentum indicator signal. It would simply be the A to B equals CD pattern. If you look at the 30-minute time frame chart, it suggests that gold should start to stall out. Stall out when? Well, basically about now. Anytime between 1:12 in the afternoon and 1:30 and 2 p.m. Now, it doesn't have to stall out, but the patterns here suggest that it will stall out. And what you're looking for is bar number 9, or really potentially the bar after bar number 9. You're looking for the high that forms between now, 1:12 in the afternoon, and 2 p.m. If gold closes above that on a 30-minute basis, that tells you this TD9 count is not going to identify a top, and that there's a strong momentum move for that 30-minute time frame to the upside. But just be aware, you do have that topping signal that is in place. There's no other topping signal in place for the intraday time frame chart. So it's really all going to be about the 30-minute time frame chart as price on the daily basis and weekly time frame starts to hit a potential resistance area in the 1875, 1881 level. So that's what's going on with Goldilocks. Let's go to our first question. And our first question, I need to do a couple of things out here. So let me do this. Shut this portion down. Let's get back to the normal charts out here. And then let's go to our first question, which came in from Kay. And Kay took a short position in Costco. So let's go take a look at Costco. Let me get to my radio show charts. Let's look at our 3 time frame, black background, daily, weekly, and monthly charts. And Kay, you should know that price is above the daily profile, above the weekly profile, and inside the monthly profile. Now, the monthly profile is a bullish structured profile, and that suggests that price should target 393.15, your 384. So there is the possibility that you are just simply a tad early, potentially a tad early. Let's go look at our other charts out here, see if we can find a topping pattern here for K. And as we take a look at the daily time frame chart out here, well, we do see the old Rhodes momentum indicator signal, and that took place and was confirmed on May 10th. Price is trading inside that swing point. When we're about to go to a breakout here, the hard break, just curious, how's volume today in Costco versus back then? Back then, you had volume of 1.9 million shares. Today, you're at about 750. So you're light in the loafers there. Should K be short? We'll go figure that out when we get back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019. Finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn. And he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Kate, if you're listening, and we're going to come back to Costco, because here we've got call ahead seating, and that means we're going to go out to Earl in Seminole. Earl, thanks so much for calling and holding. How are you today?
Good. I'm doing good. I was interested. I'm in the silver and gold market, and I'm interested in POS. I have a position in it, and I'd like to get back in. It took a big downdraft.
It did. So you're not in at the moment. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. I have a long position, but I like to play it on the way back up again.
Okay. So if we take a look at Pan American Silver, folks, we can see it's trading out at 33.18. It's trying to get back inside its daily profile. And so the first thing you'd be looking for here, Earl, is a close above 32.58 today. Now, if you do get that, that would suggest that price is going to go target 34.36 to 35.70. And it's really in that area here where you're really running into potential resistance. At least this has been trading sideways. Now, when I say trading sideways, for the most part, between 36 to 20, I'm telling you something that you already know, more familiar than me. But for the other viewers out there, it's been trading on a sideways consolidation basis, basically between 29 and 36 for the last several months. There's nothing here to signal that that's going to change at this moment in time. So does that provide you with any information?
Yes, it does. Of course, it's tied to the silver market, and looks like silver is breaking through its resistance.
It does. You know what I haven't done, Earl? Is this the only silver stock that you trade, Earl?
No, I trade others too.
Okay. My question would be, how is the performance of Pan American versus the others? Is there some other potential problem going on here?
Pan American took that big downdraft, but the others are holding up pretty well.
Yeah. So I don't know what fundamentally might be going on inside of Pan American Silver. I can just simply share with you from a technical standpoint that you're just in that consolidation. I'll tell you the next real key area. There's nothing here that is really, I'm just trying to populate my chart, see if there's any other signals out here for you. Sure. And I just don't really see anything. What you'd love to see happen today is price close above 33.58. I do show right now on a 30-minute basis that Pan American Silver should stall, price should pull back, or at least move sideways. So I don't see it taking off much higher. At least that's the message at 1:20 in the afternoon. But it's just really in that consolidation, Earl. That's all that's out there. And if it's underperforming versus the others, I would say you'd look at those others maybe to add to it, and not so much.
Well, here's the story. It went down on news, not because silver went down.
Sure.
But you take a quick look at the silver and see what that?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. So if we take a look at the silver here, give me one moment. Silver has got, where's the chart out here for silver? Give me a moment here. Pull that up. So on silver, so silver is very positive today. The message is positive. What I mean by that is on a daily basis, silver had a descending trend line going back to February, and price right now is above that level. Price is also above the top of its daily profile. That's $28. So what this is suggesting to you and I is if silver can close above $28 today, it is likely going to go target the 30.24 level over time. There is some additional resistance that it has to take out first before it gets there, and that's at 28.35. So the first level that it's got to deal with is not much higher than where we're trading right now, but above 28.35, it should run to the 30.24 level. How's that?
Sounds good.
Okay, so with regard to past, just into consolidation, nothing in the charts to suggest otherwise at this stage here. And thanks so much for calling, Earl.
Yes, thank you. Great job.
You bet. Folks, I'd love to hear from you, too, as well. You can give us a call at 877-927-6648, just as Earl did. But we're going to go back to Costco for Kay. And Kay is short Costco, so we're going to go try to find some reasons or levels that Kay needs to focus on or pay attention to. We're going to do that by taking a look at the white background chart. So we begin by looking at the daily time frame. Now, on the daily time frame for Costco, I don't know if I mentioned this or not as we were going to the break, but there is this Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. That took place in wave number 7, that's letter G. All that took place on May 10th. And all that did was send price back into a support area. It never really got down to its total support level, which would have been 368.16. So from that standpoint, Costco is pretty strong. Now, price right now, K, is above its green oscillator and change line. So because of the top, and the top says that resistance level, if price closes above this level, that's the high for May 10th, and try to give you what that figure is, 380.92, you don't really want to be short. You can, but really the signal would be not so much. With price staying above that oscillator and change line at 383.33, price should go at least test that resistance level here. So on the daily time frame, you do not have the signal on the charts yet to suggest being short. If we look at the weekly time frame, last week was bar number 8 of a TD9 count. So K might just be a tad early out here, but what we also know is that a TD9 count pattern can form or needs to form a bars 8, 9, or the bar following 9. So this could also be a couple weeks out before that TD9 count pattern takes hold. On a monthly basis out here, any kind of a signal? No. The signal on the monthly time frame is price is going to go tag the 393.15 level. So let's go to short-term time frame charts. Maybe K's catching an early signal out here. Well, when we take a look at this, what we like to see on a short-term time frame chart is not just a topping pattern. Do we have a topping pattern? What we have is a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. But what we don't have is a bearish reversal candle. Yes, price went lower, but it doesn't meet Stevie's requirements to confirm that Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. And in price pulling back, it's still above all kinds of support levels, with the only exception being that oscillator and change line. But otherwise, on the 30-minute basis out here, not seeing that signal. Okay, let's look at a 65-minute time frame. The 65-minute time frame, I don't have that signal either. So I'm just not seeing the short position. But with regard to what is it that I can provide you with to assist, not really much else other than that. So you can stay with that short. You probably will. Just be careful, because if this closes above, again, the number I'm coming up with is 387.89. Okay, just go make sure that you take a look at the high from May 10th. That is the key level that you should be looking at. So hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for waiting patiently to get the review on that. Let's go to our next request out here. This one coming in from email as well. Let me get the emails going. This is from Chris B. And Chris B wants to take a look at ticker symbol. It's got a lot of digits, a lot of letters in it, CSFFF. and that is Capstone Mining. And the question is, I've been in CSF for a while and have nice profits. Congrats to you. I'm trying to determine if it will continue to go upward, or is this action for the past week signaling a change in direction? What do our charts show? Well, our charts show on a daily base out here. We'll go to those white background charts as well. But right now, it appears that you're just in some type of a consolidation. Price is above the weekly and the monthly profile, so no reason for us to look there. But to understand, Chris, where your support and resistance levels are, support is between 438 and 463. The reason why we use those two levels is simply because that is a bullish structured profile. In fact, on Friday, as price was pulling back, that's where it found support. Now, this is so important. Understanding where support and resistance are. Resistance is at $5.38 out there. Is there any kind of a signal here on the daily time frame chart for Capstone Mining that shows a change in trend? The answer there is absolutely, positively not. That would require 2 consecutive closes below $4.38. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need a stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den trading room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So let's go to our next question out here. Next question coming in from John, the Tiger's Den. John wants to specifically look for signals on the 30-minute and the 2-hour time frame charts for the NQ. And we've got up here on our charts now, we've got 8 different time frames. You got your month in the upper left, your weekly, then your daily, and then there's the 30-minute chart. So with regard to the 30-minute time frame chart, John is just looking for signals. John, what you should know is 13,208.75. That is the breakout level. There is no other signal that I have. There's no TD 9 count pattern. There is an A to B equals CD. So if you were to see a bullish reversal candle, you would have a Gartley buy pattern right at TD 9 breakout support. Short of that, if price closes below 2 consecutive bars, I'd say, below 13,208.75, once you break one level of TD 9 breakout support, you typically, not always, but typically target the next area. And that next area would be 13,071. But as of 1:31 in the afternoon, price is testing a key level of support. It has not closed below it. That's the 13,208.75 level. Watch that. That's the message from the 30-minute chart. Now let's go take a look at the message from the 2-hour chart. That's 120 minutes. And as we expand this out, what we're going to see is this bar that we're in right now closes at 2 p.m. This is going to become bar number 8 of a TD 9 count. Now, we don't know if bar number 9 will form. Certainly the next bar will form, but the question is, where does it close? If it closes below the close of bar number 5, then you've got a official TD 9 count pattern. And this bar number 8, John, is forming right at support. That is the bottom of this bearish structured 120-minute profile. And it's really where price is trading right now. So it's communicating to you that price is at support on the 2-hour and on the 30-minute time frame. What this is not telling us is whether or not that level is going to be broken through. But if it is, then what it's signaling on the 2-hour time frame is price may get down to the 13,071 level. That's the breakout area for it. You won't really get a confirmation of the TD 9 count here, quite frankly, until the close today. That's when bar number 9 will form. The bar after that will form at the after the open this evening. So that would be about 8 o'clock at night when you would get that final piece of message. But you just should know that price is back at support when we take a look at those 2 specific time frames. Well, what if we were looking at other time frames, folks? Well, what other time frame here gives us an important message? You've got the TD 9 count bottom inside the NQ, had that nice 2-day rally out there. In bear markets, and this is something to consider out here, just like in bull markets. In bull markets, we typically get 2 to 3 to 4. That's it. But typically it's 2-bar knee-jerk reaction lows. In bear markets, we typically get 2, 3, or 4, but typically 2-bar knee-jerk reaction highs. And so what we know at this stage of the game right now, the last 2 counter-trend rallies have been those 2-bar knee-jerk reaction highs. Does that mean that the NQ is broken? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It's got that Rhodes momentum indicator top. It's got breakout support at 12,776.50. It's got support at 13,005 because there's a new profile that is formed out there. So from the daily time frame, can we get a clear message as to what its intentions are? Not really, but what we do know is price is below that oscillator and change line, and so this could easily continue to pull back. The key is going to be that 30 and that 120-minute time frame chart, and on the 60-minute, the level you'd be watching to be 13,175. Okay, so that's it for the NQs. No reason. Oh, well, no, it doesn't have to be it. We can throw over a couple other things. Let's do this for both the NQ and the ES and see where we're at as we speak right now. So on the NQ for the 30-minute time frame, we're going to go ahead and put up a 30-minute TAS market breadth crossover tool. And this crossover tool shows us that right at about exactly 1:05 this afternoon, we had a bearish crossover. What do we mean for a 30-minute time frame? What I mean by that is there are more instruments trading below the bottom of the 30-minute profile. That's 58. Versus 11 above the top of the profile. So as we speak right now, the signal here, market breadth signal, says, the NQ ought to be able to bust through that level of support. Will it? I don't know. But the signal here is it should be able to do that. What's going on with regard to the ES Mini? Excellent question. If we take a look at it, we're also going to see that it generated a bearish crossover. There are 88 instruments trading above the top of the 30-minute. And there are 225 trading below the bottom of the 30-minute profile out there. Now, that's because we're looking at 30-minute charts, those things can change rather quickly. So don't just use my signal. I'm just giving you the signal as of 1:35 in the afternoon. If you'd like to have that signal or understand it, then go sign up for the TAS Market Profile Toolkit out there. They're just so extraordinarily helpful that the cost is totally worth it out there. Now, that's the 30-minute time frame. We can take a look at larger time frames being the 60-minute, the hourly, the 240, the 4-hour, the daily, and the weekly. This happens to be the NASDAQ 100. And so here we've got diverging messages. The 60-minute has the bearish crossover. The 240 is still in bullish mode. The daily just recently crossed back to bearish. The weekly is in bullish. So you just have confusing signals. Not confusing, but you have different signals, almost more of a consolidation set of signals than anything else. Well, how about the S&P 500? Well, if you take a look at the S&P 500, other than the 30-minute time frame, which showed TAS market breadth negative. In fact, let's just put up the ES Mini out here. Let me change over to the ES Mini set of charts out here. Other than the 30-minute chart, the S&P 500 is bullish from a market breadth standpoint for all of those other time frames, 64-hour, daily, and weekly. Now, when we look at the 30-minute time frame here for the ES Mini, what we don't have is any kind of bottom signal. There's an A to B equals CD, so be watching for a bullish reversal candle. There's already one that actually formed out here. It's got that negative crossover, but the other time frames, not so much. One of those other time frames being a 60-minute. Well, on the 60-minute time frame, you've got a TD9 count bottom that appears to be forming out there. So you could see in 120 minutes, you've got a TD9 count pattern that is forming. So you could see really a rally. Maybe starts right around the polar plunge that he just simply reverses to the polar. I don't know what's the opposite of a polar plunge. I don't know. Somebody will figure that out. All right, we've got some other questions that have come in. I'm being reminded of that, so let's go take a look at what those are. I believe somebody in the YouTube environment wanted to look at what? What was the question? Let's see here. This is for DEO, Stash, DEO for Stash in YouTube. Not really sure what that means, but the question is, can we go take a look at coin? So let's do that here. Let me switch over to a different set of charts. And let's get let's get to a different set of charts out here. Now let's go take a look at coin. And what is the question about coin? It is, do you see it breaking $200? So as we take a look at COIN, this is the daily time frame. Boy, just such a lack of data out here. Don't know. I can share with you that price is stretched. It's moving lower with less relative energy. If you did get a bullish reversal signal, that would confirm a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom out here. Hasn't traded enough to know whether we'll get down to the 200 level out here. Boy, I don't have anything more than that. I'll try to see if I can find anything else during this break. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be back in just a few.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we're, by the way, it is Yvonne that was requesting to take a look at Coinbase out here. COIN is the ticker symbol that we're looking at. So the only thing I've been able to come up with for you, Yvonne, is really just using my Fibonacci expansion tools of the last set of swing points. That's the low from May 6th to the high of May 12th. So your first target to the downside is 235.15. Your next target would be 215. And the target below that would be 194. Do remember that price is stretched right now. We saw the Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal have been triggered. So if you see a bullish reversal candle, that would signal a potential bottom for you. So thanks so much for asking. There was another question to go take a look at ticker symbol DEO, and this one was for Stash. So DEO is trading up at highs out here. It is above all market profiles. Let's go see if there's any other signals out here to help out the Stash. And this is going to become bar number 8 today of a TD9 count. So Stash, you could see a top form today through Wednesday. You also have a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. So you'd really be looking for a bearish reversal candle. You're in wave number 7 on the Chapman wave. That's letter G. So DEO has got all kinds of topping signals, but nothing that has proven itself for you. Just be on the lookout for a potential top, and what you're really looking for is some type of bearish reversal signal. That'd be the first thing. Then you're looking to see how does price handle. Right now it's priced at 186.73. That's the oscillator and change line. If price just pulls back and tests that, then it basically remains neutral to bullish. But if price closes below that, would say you're headed down into the 179 to 181-ish area out here. But right now, everything looks okay. It's just take your umbrella with you because the caution signs are out. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, the caution signs just got worse. Worse? What do you mean? Well, we're now in bar number 9 of the TD9 count. The last major top out here was a TD9 count, so you want to be paying attention. So the daily and weekly say, hey, really pay attention. How about the monthly time frame chart? The monthly time frame chart says, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but this is the story of multiple time frames. So the monthly chart says, hey, I want to continue to head higher. That's bullish because maybe the pullback that or the TD9 counts that might end into some type of retracement might not be anything significant. We can't make that prognostication, but the monthly, that's how we would wrap our head around a bullish monthly chart. And the daily and weekly that say, I may form a top soon, just simply to slow down. So Stash, I hope that helps you out with regard to ticker symbol DEO. We had a request inside the Tiger's Den to take a look at ticker symbol ETHE. I believe that is Ethereum. Whoops, geez, did I really do that? I did, and I didn't mean to. Typed it in the wrong spot. ETHE is the ticker symbol. So I'll just have to let that one go ahead. Now, here's what we know about Grayscale Ethereum. It's trading into a potential support area, and that is between really 28.59 and 32.75. It's at 30.69 right now. That is the daily profile. Price is above the weekly and the monthly, so there's no help there. Let's pull over Stevie's other charts, see if there's any other information we can glean here. When this topped a few days ago, was there any kind of a signal? Certainly there was an A to B equals CD pattern, but no bearish reversal candle. So all price is really doing right now is testing areas of support. We already discussed what those areas were. If price closed below 28.59, that would signal move to 21.22. Now, would I buy this right now? I don't see that signal, but let's look at the short-term time frame charts. Short-term time frame charts show that a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal for the 30-minute time frame has formed. Price would need to close above, we'll call it 31.93 to suggest a potential move higher and change in trend. I don't see anything on the 65-minute chart. Do I see anything on the 130? I don't. So other than coming back to the prior level of support, prior swing point out there. So with regard to Ethereum, what do we say? I'd say if you're looking to buy it, then your levels are going to be 28.58, 28.59, or 21.22. And that's the best information I've got right now. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for patience and waiting. I believe that was typed into the den a little while ago. The next question that comes in, I believe somebody in the den wanted to take a look at the SMHs out here. So let's pull those over. Let's again populate the background charts out here. And for the semiconductors, we've got price inside its daily profile, bullish structure. So the key level there, 225.09, resistance 231.89. Price is below its weekly profile. Price is above its monthly profile. Boy, we've got all kinds of messages out here. Let's go see what our white background charts communicate to you and I. We can see that price is below on a daily basis, that red oscillator and change line. Not a great thing until price gets above it. This would really suggest to me that price of the SMHs should test 225.09. No idea whether they'll take that out, but if they do, that would be a bearish message. Now, what that bearish message implies is that price would make its way back to 215.15. 215.15 would be the next TD9 breakout level. On a short-term time frame, if I just look at a 30-minute chart out here, what do we have? We don't have much. More likely, the signal is a sideways-ish type move. You can see that oscillator and change line on a 30-minute basis recently changed colors. We should see price in that line catch up to each other. The question is, will it do that before price gets down to 225.42? I don't know the answer to that question. If the SMHs were turning around, what we would say is the entry area would be about 225.42. But when we come back to that daily time frame, it's got the possibility. I could see taking that potential trade because you're inside this bullish structured profile. And as long as that 225.09 level holds, okay, I see that as one possibility. So 225.09 on the daily and 225.42 on the 30-minute time frame. And that's what the SMHs are communicating to you and I as of 1:48 in the afternoon. I hope that helps. Now, I think I've gotten to everything inside the Tiger's Den. If I didn't, would you type that in there? Because we don't have much time, and I'd certainly like to get to it. But let's go to a request out here from LB. And LB wants to take a look at ticker symbol ICD. At least I believe that's what that is. I don't know if it's an I or an L. We're going with ICD at this stage. Let's go see if it comes up. This is Independence Contract Drilling. Sorry for the late question. Can you please look at LCD and give me your thoughts about a short and long term? So right now, Lee, price is trying to get back inside its daily profile, 324. If it can do that, price should make its way to 356 and perhaps 399. The weekly or the monthly chart is just a big old consolidation between 255 and 518. The weekly chart doesn't look that great. Let me pull over my other daily and weekly, see if there's some signal out here for you and I. As we look at the daily time frame, not really much of a signal out here. Weekly, let's see if there's anything. Populate this. And so on the weekly basis, let's blow this up here. You do have a TD9 count that is in play. So, all right, so I see that. Now let's go to the 30-minute. What's the 30-minute? So the 30-minute chart here, Man, I wish it had a better bottoming signal than this. What you do have is a consolidation pattern. And so this may be getting ready to break through that consolidation. The consolidation would look like this. Let's get my little rectangle out here. Let's just kind of draw it in here. We'll go ahead and make a couple of changes. That change will just go ahead and move the top really to where it should be, about right there. So you can see this is sitting right on a 30-minute basis, Lee. This is really short term. You're in this consolidation. If price breaks through this, then what you're looking at is a move up to about the 360 level. So back to the daily. Nope, we don't have anything really on the daily. You'll be relying on the weekly and then the 30-minute time frame, Lee, if you are in this trade. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back up, folks. The Dow's off 136, S&P down 26, NASDAQ 100 off 182 points right now. If we just take a look at very short term, when I say short term, I'm just referring to the 30-minute time frame chart. Here, this is really a trend chart, so it's trend lines out here. As we take a look at the ES Mini, that's the upper left-hand panel, you can see prices pulled right back to a trend line level of support. If price were to break below this area, that would suggest the next trend line would become the target. The next trend line is in about the 41.26, 25 level. If we look at the NQ, there's a trend line where that should come into play is a continued decline into about the 15155, 160-ish type area out here for the NQ. So the ES hit trendline support, the NQ not. The Dow hit trendline support earlier. That was really at about 10:30 this morning. So you can see it's traded in between trendline support, trendline resistance, and the same holds true for the Russell 2000. So we haven't seen any really large cracks in the armor out here. That doesn't mean that we can't or that we won't. We certainly have topping signals for each of the daily time frames. What I mean by that is, give me a second to get over to it for you so we can take a look at it. On a daily time frame, the ES mini has wave number 7 and a Rhodes momentum indicator top. I'll just pull this down. You can see that in place out here. And as long as price remains below 41.89, the move to the downside remains potentially in place. A close above 41.89, this is the ES mini we're talking about, that says you go back and tackle the highs. If we take a look at the NQ, this has a Rhodes momentum indicator top, but it has a TD9 count bottom. So here is where the fly hits the financial ointment, so to speak. In order for the NQ to be on its merry way higher, price must close above 13,480. We'll call it 485 right now. That's the oscillator unchanged line out there. And if it doesn't, well, price could easily head down to 12,776. With regard to the Dow, boy, the Dow has that nice Rhodes momentum indicator top, pushing price right back to TD9 breakout support. This needs to close above 34,430 to be on its bullish ways. Folks, thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned for 2 more wonderful hours. Our favorite polar bear, David White's up next for the Power Trading Hour. Tom O'Brien to take us on home. And I'll be back with you on Taco Tuesday. Have a magical Monday, folks.